Less than 2 weeks away now. Yeah, I can't wait. But you know what else I can't wait for? The morning run around. Let's get into the news. Here it is. Gear trading time limit increased to 4 hours in patch 10.1. So if you don't know what this is, you know, when you're in a raid and you get some loot, typically we always had 2 hours to trade it to anybody who was there when the loot dropped. Well, they're increasing it to 4, but it's not all positive for those who want to just have an increased window to time trade, or to trade items, because now it includes time when you're offline. So today's patch 10.1 PTR includes a change to gear trading, increasing the time limit to 4 hours, but making the time counter continue while you're offline. So I didn't know this, but I was looking at this, and it turns out that these mythic raiding guilds will intentionally loot a piece of gear and then go offline to stop the timer from running, so they can trade the piece of gear later on to the most optimal person, basically. So they can see how tier drops later on in the raid, and then they would log back in and be able to trade because the timer didn't run while they were offline. Which is wild to me. The way these people min-max shit is just freaking insanity. But quality of life, this is a great quality of life change for a lot of players who had a raid night that was longer than 2 hours, which even we here on the stream, we raid for longer than 2 hours when we raid. If you kill the first boss, say Aranog, and then when you begin a raiding night, the timer would run out by the end of the night, making, you know, if you progress to Razageth, your items that you got in the first boss would be untradeable. 4-hour timer should cover the majority of raids. Yeah, it definitely doesn't take us 4 hours to clear a heroic raid, allowing you to trade gear amongst your players at the end of your raid as well. In order to accomplish this previously, you would need to store the gear on a character and log out to stop the timer from running. That's hilarious. Like I said, top-end guilds used to do this. They would log out. So now, yes, we get an increased timer, but the time limit continues to run even if you're offline. So there you go. Little tidbit of news that affects raiding, which does affect this stream. Upcoming player health and enemy damage increased by 25%. So evidently Blizzard believes that healers again are OP at this point in the expansion. So what they want to do is increase your amount of health, but they're also increase the amount of things like self-healing. So we see Blood DK is getting a buff across the board for self-healing. Havoc, Demon Hunters, Vengeance even. We got our Druids here, Evoker. All healing and self-healing is being kind of increased to manage that. But what Blizzard wants, for some reason, what really gets the rocks off, is your health bouncing around. Blizzard doesn't like to see a Blood DK tanking where their health is just going 98, 100, 98, 100, 97, 100, where it's just sitting at the top and not doing much. They like to see your health bounce. I don't know why that's exciting to them. I guess it gets, you know, I guess it does get the blood flowing a little bit when you see your health kind of drop significantly and then bounce back up. So that's what they're trying to accomplish with this. They're trying to increase your health pool and increase damage from enemies. That way your health bounces around more. And, you know, you got to focus more on healing yourself up. It's not a huge change, but they keep doing it for some reason. They just want to keep making sure your health bounces. So there you go.